Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm out here with my garlic and I thought I would just do a video on what I've learned so far about growing garlic. I have grown garlic, I don't know, I think maybe this is the fourth time, and it's not always been very successful, but I've learned a lot this year and I just thought I would make a video to teach you, to remind myself the things we need to know about planting garlic. First of all, this is a bulb of garlic. And these are cloves, and so in the fall I took cloves of garlic and I put them into the ground. So something I've learned about garlic is that it has to be a couple inches in the ground, because over the winter, because you would have planted these in like October or November, but they need to winter, so over the winter the ground freezes and thaws, and it makes those garlic cloves wiggle up if they're not down deep enough. So it's important to get them a couple inches down. That's a mistake I have made in the past. And then in the spring, I find all these cloves laying on top of the dirt and not doing anything. I think one of the things I really like about growing garlic is that it's one of the first things to come up in the spring. So it just really feels like summer is coming, especially after you've had a long winter. So it's really fun to grow garlic. Greens really grow when it's cold. The greens like the cool spring days. And then as it heats up in the summer, the bulbs will grow, the bulbs will develop. So the reason that you want to plant them in the winter is so that they have enough time in the spring to grow those greens so that a decent bulb can develop in the summertime. Because once it gets too hot, the greens will just stop growing, and if you don't have big decent sized greens, then the bulb won't develop and you won't get a very good bulb. Garlic really likes to be moist, but it does not like to be wet. It likes well-drained soil. So you want to plant your garlic in an area that's not just going to hold a lot of water. Also, garlic is a heavy feeder, so it likes to be fertilized in the spring. So I need to do that right now. When the greens come out, I try to fertilize and mulch it really well. So I am going to add some fertilizer now. So I'm out here trying to escape the wind. We have such bad winds here and it's hard to do videos outside. So I'm hiding in a corner. I just finished fertilizing and I'm going to water my garlic. I like to keep it mulched so that the moisture just holds longer. Things dry out here so fast. I decided to come inside and work on preserving some of the garlic that's about to go bad, that has been downstairs for a while. We are just peeling the cloves to find which ones are still okay, because I hate to watch them go bad. In any case, I thought I would let you know about the three kinds of garlic that you can buy. There's soft neck, stiff necked, and elephant garlic. Now, elephant garlic is a milder garlic and it grows these huge bulbs. I've never grown it. It sounds interesting, but it doesn't winter well and it doesn't store well. So I don't think it's very practical for the fact that I have a really small garden space. Maybe one day if I ever have a huge garden, I'll experiment. The soft neck garlic, this green part is really easy to braid, and so it's easy to store in a rope. It's the strongest flavor and it stores best, but it's not as winter hardy, so you have to consider that. The stiff-necked garlic has those really tough green parts, the scapes, and they grow up and they make kind of like a curly cue, and you can actually eat that part, saute it or whatever in a stir fry. But these are a little bit milder in taste and they're harder to braid. They don't store quite as well, but they are the most hardy for winter. So if you have really bad winters like we do, the hardy garlic is probably a better option. So if you planted your garlic in the fall, the bulbs will be ready about late July or early August. You'll know they're ready because the green part will start to turn brown and some of it will kind of start to fall over and feel dry. And to get them out, you don't want to just pull on that green. You want to loosen the soil around the garlic bulb first, and then you gently lift it out. You don't want to risk bruising the bulb and then it won't store well at all. Once you get them out of the ground, they need to dry before they can be stored, around 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how dry your climate is. And even if you dry them well, they won't last the whole winter. So eventually I just take out all the good cloves and I throw them in a blender. And then I mix them up with some oil and really just pop them in the fridge. Now I have garlic right at my fingertips, already with oil, so ready for sauteing as soon as I need it. Okay, garlic. What was I gonna say? It's like cold, I can't think. Brrr.
About Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But even now when there's a one day when cloud, there wasn't a cloud in the sky, no cloud in the sky. Bruno walks in with a mischievous grin. Thunder! I tell stories of my king, as it looks like rain.